Okay, Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
When you walk out on that field today, ask yourself this question. What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We made it! We made it! We made it! We made it! I'm going to the house! I'm going to the house! When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it. It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. We made it. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, how we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up with chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from that. He's a man. They can be a kid just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. I'm proud when you step on the field, man. That's who I did. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. Your bad don't work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We made it. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
No, this game is not over. It's just getting started right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. We're streaming live, kyokradio.org, and it is, oh my goodness, Monday right here on the show. And there were a bunch of oh my goodness moments, games, outcomes, you name it, in the world of sports this weekend. And I'm here for them all. So let's get this party started right. All right, take a break. Be right back right after this on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
If you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt, then listen up. We can reduce or eliminate your interest rates. Cut your monthly payment up to 50% and stop all late fees. Our company has been helping good people just like you get out of debt for over 30 years. Don't get stressed out. If you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt and medical bills, we can show you a way to reduce all of your bills to one lower monthly payment that you can afford. So again, if you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt and medical bills you can't afford, make this free call today and learn how you can finally get out of debt. Call now for your free consultation. 800-638-7112. 800-638-7112. 800-638-7112. That's 800-638-7112. Sponsored by Credit Guard.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
Hello, this is Claude Cummings Jr., Vice President of Communication Workers of America District 6. Trey and I are inviting you to listen in to our new political talk show, Power to the People Political Hour.
Hello, this is Trey Daniels from the Daniels Group. Yes, Claude, the show will be hard-hitting and informative, talking about national and local political issues of the day, week, and month. Interviews will be with pastors, community leaders, elected officials, and political operatives. You know, Claude, a part of our responsibility is informing the citizenry and give them power to the people.
That's right, Trey. We're asking that you listen in on 1140 AM, 92.3, or streaming on kyokradio.org, Thursdays at 10 a.m. I'm Ben Tankard, and you are listening to The Lunch Break.
All right, y'all. We're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. We're streaming live, KYLKradio.org. We're also on that Twitter. We're on that YouTube. We're on that Twitch. And you know that other one. I'm really trying to find an alternative to it. Trying to get off that book. What they really want from us, Keith Hennig? The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Oh my goodness. Let me stop my music real quick. New England Patriot fans, get out of my stuff. Get out of my inbox. Get out of my DMs. Don't tag me on nothing. I don't care about Mac Jones. It's that simple. Mark Jones, Mac Jones, macaroni and cheese. I don't care about it. I don't. That is, if I had to pick the order of stories from this weekend, that wasn't one of them. The biggest story was how Cleveland got out there and got blown up. That was the bigger story from that game. Listen, y'all got your quarterback, man. Be happy with your quarterback. Here's the thing, Patriot fans, we don't have to be happy because you're happy. Like, you got to learn how to be happy by yourself sometimes, or with your friends, or with your other Patriot fans. Don't care if nobody doesn't like Mac Jones the way you do. Don't care about it. Don't care if everybody doesn't see the greatness that you see in him. Stop trying to convince people that your guy is the guy. All right? Just enjoy your Mac Jones. It's just not a big story. It's not. It's a non-story for me. I'm not impressed. You're not going to make me get impressed. If I become a respecter of Mac Jones, it won't be because of you. So just stop. The story from this weekend is the guy that Mac Jones replaced. The story is about the guy that Mac Jones replaced. Cam, Aloysius, Dwayne, Darnell Newton. That's the story. This dude comes back to Carolina, gets in the game, and what does he do but goes 3 for 4 with a touchdown pass and a touchdown run, and his team got the dub, and he got to pull open his shirt. That's the story. I'm sorry, New England, you're not going to be able to steal the narrative. Like, all the media and you name it, media, radio, TV, whatever, in the Northeast might be talking about y'all's big win, but everybody else is talking about Cam and how he went home and how he led his team to the dub, and really over one of the best teams in the NFL. But I will give you this. They did not have Kyler Murray, and it showed. No shade at Colt McCoy, but I'm sorry, sir. You're no Kyler Murray. And the story was Cam Newton. Man, when I tell you I'm happy for that dude, I'm happy for that dude. I've got audio, but I haven't been given permission to play it yet from my friend Vashti Hurt with Carolina Blitz. I'm going to try and get her on the show this week. That's how big the story is of Cam Newton going home, playing well, and leading his team to the dub. I mean, just his pregame prep was hyped. Him running out of the tunnel with the team was hyped. When he came out, there wasn't even a full contingent of fans in the stands, but those that were there lit it up for Cam Newton. I'm glad to see it. And he did not disappoint. And then his comments after the game. Man, that dude is legit. I don't care about nothing else. I don't care what he did in New England. That was listen, I don't bring up everything from my past. I'm certainly not going to bring up everything in his past. He went to New England. It didn't work out. They let him go. They got who they want. Now leave him be. I'm riding this way. And watch this. On his bad games, I'm still going to be happy for Cam Newton. Well, AJ, that's not objective journalism. Yeah, it is. Who said in journalism, I gotta bury a guy when he plays poorly? Who said that? Y'all don't bury Mac Jones when he plays poorly. Heck, the locals don't bury Davis Mills when he plays poorly. Not gonna do it with Cam. Great. Oh my goodness moment. Couldn't have been better. Cam is where the money resides. Where the money resides. T. Barnes, you better say it with your chest. You better say it with your chest. Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers did what I was talking about on Friday. They are still in the playoff hunt. They are still in the playoff hunt. And with that victory, I know it doesn't start today. But with that victory, if it started today, the Carolina Panthers would be in. Number 1 would be Green Bay. Number 2 would be Arizona. Number 3 would be them boys. Longhorn Keith, I'm coming to you in a minute. Tampa Bay Buccaneers with a very bad game would be number 4. The Rams would be 5. Who dat need a new kicker? They'd be 6. And the Carolina Panthers would be 7th. Hey, listen, I tried to tell y'all Friday, they're not out of it. They needed to make this move. It was the right move. I know a couple of teams right now are looking for quarterbacks. Cleveland wishes Cam Newton was available right now. The Jets wishes Cam Newton was available right now. Oh, what happened to Mike White? Mike White. Oh, best thing since sliced bread. He thought it was Halloween. He's passing out candy on Sunday. Anyway, let me take a break, man. I'm just, oh my goodness. Y'all, if you have an oh my goodness moment from your team or your favorite player, good, bad, happy, or sad, Keith Hennick's got one. Hit me up, 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000. I want to hear your oh my goodness Monday. Longhorn fans, where y'all at? Oh my goodness. 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000, or text me 832-403-5005, 832-403-5005. Or you can email me, aj@kylksports.com. That's aj@kylksports.com with your oh my goodness moment from the weekend. Prairie View, oh my goodness. TSU, oh my goodness. Jackson State, oh my goodness. We'll be right back.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM. The legendary KYOK 92.3 FM. 2 radio stations in one.
Okay, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets. They really need your help. And your car will help support the vets and their families. And guess what? You even get a tax donation. Plus, we'll even come and pick up your car for free. And all you've got to do is pick up your phone right now and make a free call. Now is the perfect time to do something good for the vets. Give back to the vets right now for all they've done for this country. And your old car can really help them. So call the Veterans Car Donation Program right now for free pickup of your vehicle. Help the vets and help your taxes at the same time. Call right now.
800-253-1892. 800-253-1892. 800-253-1892. That's 800-253-1892.
Tune in to Table Talk with your boy, TD Blackshear, every Tuesday from 10 to 11 a.m. on the legendary KYOK 1140 a.m. and 92.3 FM. See you there.
In need of tires? Check out OMG Tire Services and more. New and used tires, all the name brands you desire. Located at 3126 Tidwell, between 59 North and Jensen. Give them a call at 832-767-3211. Top-notch service from beginning to end. When you're done, get your car hand-washed inside and out at OMG Tire Services and more. Located at 3126 Tidwell, between 59 North and Jensen. Call 832-767-3211. That's 832-767-3211. Conveniently located on the north side.
Hi, I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me show right here on the legendary KYOK Radio, 1140 AM, and the all-new 92.3 FM and KYOKradio.org.
Remember in the beginning, when you first started to build a life for you and your family, you never imagined it would come to this. Instead of living your dreams, you're living with debt. In fact, it's smothering you. Now there's a way you can take back control with one simple call. If you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt, you qualify to receive a free, no-obligation consultation on how to get rid of that debt for good. Call the Debt Helpline now. We work on your behalf to reduce your debt. We specialize in credit cards, retail store cards, and medical bills. One simple call is all it takes to get the ball rolling to a debt-free life. Stop living with debt and start living your dreams. Call the Debt Helpline now.
800-958-2156. 800-958-2156. 800-958-2156. That's 800-958-2156.
Can't make it without you. This is Major. This is why I love you. On the lunch break.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I don't know why I'm feeling DMX today. Probably because DMX didn't dance to nobody's beat of anybody else's drum, and that's how I'm feeling today with Oh My Goodness. Like, you're not going to make your favorite guy be my story today. I'm just not going to let that happen. Sorry. You got him. You like him. Keep him. Ain't nobody else's problem but yours. So anyway, man, again, somebody just texted me, AJ, wait a minute, did you say 3 for 3, 3 for 4 for 8 yards passing? Yeah. Did you miss those 2 touchdowns, though? Did you miss those? Because that was the oh my goodness part. Cam Newton, first game back as a member of the Carolina Panthers, probably don't even have a quarter of the playbook down, and he dropped 2 on them. Ran for 1, threw for 1. Yeah, that's kind of like big deal. That's kind of like a big deal. You know, there are other teams that didn't even score a touchdown as a team. And you want me to downplay Cam's too? Yeah, nah, not today. Not over here. I can give you some other stations where you go do that for the rest of the week. Well, they'll be happy to have you, but not over here. Oh my goodness, the dude is back. He showed out. You remember how hyped y'all got after Mike White's first game as when he replaced Zach Wilson? Is that the dude's name? What's the dude's name for the Jets quarterback? You know, the one everybody was so hyped about. He was just everything to everybody. He was just phenomenal. Quarterback, Jets. Get that off. I don't even want that. Yeah, Zach Wilson. Remember how hyped y'all were about how Mike White looked in his first game and replacing Zach? Had that same energy. Can we get that same energy for Cam? Because I think he's going to be the starter for the rest of the time that Sam Darnold was out. And if I'm Sam, I'm thinking a couple of things. A, who going to want me now? B, where do I want to be next? And C, do I want to back up Cam Newton next season? Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
Good afternoon. It's Keith Hennig.
Oh, my goodness, brother. What happened, man? What happened?
What happened was, in my opinion, the coaching staff in Tampa Bay fell on their faces, and Tom Brady looked like he was my age.
So what you're saying is, for the first time, Tom Brady looked like he was older than he really is.
Oh, he looked like he was 75 years old.
Man.
He just looked lost.
I hate to hear that, brother. I mean, I hate to hear that, especially against who they lost to. I mean,
oh, Taylor Heineke, unbelievable. Unbelievable. But I will say, Ron Rivera knows the Buccaneers. He knows them well.
Yeah, he does. That
and,
part.
He just outcoached BA all day, every play.
And Keith, you've been around the game, inside those locker rooms, outside on the field, and as a very avid fan. And I'm sure you've seen this more than once. Every now and then, the best coaches in the league get outcoached. Every now and then, the best players have bad games. It doesn't mean that they're horrible and they got to go. It just means that was their day and they got to bounce back.
Well, they lost one to your Saints before their bye. They had 2 weeks to prepare for the Washington football team and failed to do so. I personally think it's just a little 2 or 3 game bump in the road, and they'll be there at the end. But, oh, God, yesterday was ugly.
Yeah, I think y'all are going to get well next week. Y'all host the Giants. Then you go to the Colts, and that running game is so legit. And then you go to the Falcons. You should be okay there. But here's where it gets rough. Home versus the Bills, home versus the Saints. I'm excited about Cam and Carolina, but then you go to Carolina, you go to the Jets, and you finish with Carolina. So it is it's not easy down the stretch.
No, it isn't. And on any given Sunday, as they say,
right.
We had it yesterday, which taught me I don't know anything about the National Football League at all.
You've been saying that.
I don't know anything.
You've been saying that a lot lately, and brother, you know what? Move over, because I need to jump in that boat with you.
Yeah, it was a pretty strange weekend.
Yeah, and last couple of weekends have been strange. I mean, with our lunch break weekly, keeping up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge, 8 wins, won it last week, and I won't be surprised if it's not much more than that wins it this week.
I would agree. There were certainly some upsets, and it was just a horrible day for football yesterday.
Yeah, well, you could be sitting in my shoes, man. The Saints rolled out a kicker that decided he didn't want to kick any extra points. He just didn't want to kick any. And, oh, yeah, by the way, he missed 2. They lost by 2, And I try not to say, one guy cost them the game or what have you. But good God almighty, it's hard for him to sit in that locker room and say, we'll get him next time.
Oh, that's so true. That a kicker has one job.
You got one job, bro.
And if you can't do your one job, you need to go sell something else, because you're not selling football.
There's an internet sensation out there. I don't know his name. He's a young brother, and he's kicking field goals from both ends. Like, he sets a ball at midfield, and it's under one of those little holders, and he'll kick a field goal one direction and turn around and kick a field goal the other direction. It's like, God, at least bring this guy in for a workout, because this stuff that y'all are rolling out right now, it ain't getting the job done.
Who is this guy?
I don't know. I'll have to find it. I'll have it by tomorrow. But and what's crazy is I think that Mrs. Benson, the owner of the Saints, brought him in for made him a special guest at one of the games a couple of weeks back. Don't bring him in as a special guest. Work him out.
True. If he can help your team, help your team.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that kicker yesterday did not understand the assignment. Did not.
Well, the NFC South is just a mess, and Cam Newton may have a few wins in him and get himself into a wild card shot, and that'd be great.
That'd be the story of the year. That literally would be the story of the year. Yep.
It would be. I expect the Buccaneers to win the division, but they're not going to repeat in February.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling it.
And Keith, I felt that way last year, especially when the Saints got them twice, but they got the Saints when it counted. And that's why I felt like Washington came in with that energy. That was their Super Bowl last night.
Oh, it was.
Yesterday.
It absolutely was. And I'm going to let Longhorn Keith call in about the horns.
Oh, gosh.
This old Keith just had a really rough weekend with football.
Oh, gosh. Look, and I'm not going to mention the basketball team because that was ugly, too.
Oh, we don't have a basketball team here.
Yeah. Well, now I'm talking about the Longhorns basketball team. Todd was trying to tell me he'll know what kind of team they have based on how they play Gonzaga. They were down by 20 at one point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were. I mean, it's just a mess in Austin. There is nothing going on but Lady Longhorn basketball.
That's it. That's it. They got a big win. They got a big win over the Cardinals. So that was good.
They did.
Yep.
That was huge.
Yep. Well, Longhorn Keith, I'm calling you Longhorn Keith. Keith Hennick, Call of the Year 2020. Hang in there, brother. Have a great rest of the day.
You do the same. Thanks.
All right, man. Keith Hennick is one of the best dudes I know. I'm serious, man. Just a gentle spirit. Love that guy. But tough outing for his team. They got blasted by Washington, 29-19. It's one of those games that, again, it was 16-6 at halftime. Then it was 23-13, and then it just went from there. The Buccaneers could not get anything going. It was one of those perfect storms where, like you said, Ron Rivera knew some of the tendencies of Bruce Arians and Todd Bowles, and they had the right game plan. Had the right game plan for Tom Brady. Tom Brady does not like to be pressured up the middle. Tom Brady does not like to be put in a position where he can't step into his throws or step up in the pocket and find some safety. He doesn't like that. And even at the times that Washington didn't get to him, they had him uncomfortable. Sincere thoughts and prayers going out to Chase Young. Looks like he tore an ACL. I don't have the final diagnosis today, but definitely sending out thoughts and prayers to that young man from The Ohio State University. Good dude. Very good dude. All right. Let me go on over to this other oh my goodness. I said Friday that if the Cleveland Browns did not beat New England in New England, I didn't want to hear anything else about it. I don't want to hear nothing else about the Browns. I don't want to hear about their comeback and, they're one of the teams to beat. I want to hear no more about Baker Mayfield. I want to hear any more about Odell Beckham Jr. with the Browns. Now, I'm going to light him up. I'm going to highlight him, I should say, when he starts balling out for the Rams. But I'm not burying the Browns. It was, as I said to Keith, it was one of those games where even the better team plays poorly and good players play bad. You have days like that. But if Cleveland wants to be taken seriously outside of the Ohio Valley area, they got to do better than that. If Baker Mayfield and his wife want respect for Baker, he's got to play better than that. And I get that he's been hurt, but here's what a lot of casual fans don't understand. Almost everyone is playing hurt right now. After week 1, week 2, week 3, very few guys in the NFL are 100 right now. They'll tell you they are because they've gotten used to playing with, a sore this or a bruise that or a slightly sprained this or a minor tear in that. They've gotten used to it. And I'm not killing Baker over it. What I'm saying is his wife, the fans can't make that the issue, because if it is, then he needs to be sitting down. You don't get credit for trying to play hurt and then you don't play well and it's like, oh, but he was hurt. No, you tried to play hurt, it didn't work, so you got to play better or sit down. And from the looks of things now with this knee, and I will try and hear from Willie Gibson if he has time. We'll find out what's going on with that knee, if it's going to keep him out for a while. But, man, Case Keenum, I was joking around a couple of weeks ago about him being, the best thing since sliced bread, and there's a quarterback controversy in Cleveland. They banked on Case Keenum being a quality backup player, quarterback. We'll find out. Because Baker can't play like he did yesterday if this team is going to have anything to say in the AFC North or in the AFC period. He can't. He just can't. I mean, they made New England look like New England with Tom Brady in his prime. They made a rookie mediocre quarterback look like he was the next best thing since sliced bread. And I know Patriot fans hate me for saying that, but I mean, again, dude, and with that include, you're 6-4. You're not unbeatable. Good win, quality win, impressive win. But for me, it's more about how poorly Cleveland played. Can't blame Odell Beckham Jr. for this. And I know Kevin Stefanski was one of those hot coaches and all that, but now he's got a coach, bro. You just can't sit there and look pretty. He ain't no noob. He ain't no pretty boy. You got to coach. You got to win games like this. And, oh, my goodness, not only did they not keep it close, but they got beat 45-7. 45-7. New England was a 3-point favorite. They won by 38 points. That's embarrassing. Taking a break. Be right back with more. Call me, text me with your oh my goodness moment. Be right back.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's AJ Jones with the lunch break on the legendary KYOK AM 1140 and 92.3 FM. It's that time of year when we are reminded of all the things we should be thankful for, and that it's more blessed to give than to receive. So with that in mind, on Wednesdays from now through Christmas, we'll give you a chance to win a gift certificate from Butterball. That's right, you can win a gift certificate for a Butterball turkey on Wednesdays on the lunch break between 12 and 2. Just be the right caller, and your Butterball turkey will be on us at the legendary KYOK AM 1140 at 92.3.
Well, I hope you are enjoying your weekend. Hey, everybody, it's Erica Campbell.
And I'm Griff from Get Up Mornings.
We want to thank you so much for rocking with us every weekday morning.
And after you enjoy your weekend, make sure you start your work week with us.
When you start your day with us, we'll help you get moving and motivated to have the best day ever. Go ahead, say it, Griff.
Best day ever!
So wake up with us. We'll be faith walking,
love talking,
and joy living on Get Up Mornings.
Get up. You're listening to
1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legendary KYOK.
Do you have high blood pressure or diabetes? Are you over the age of 65 and covered by Medicare? Then pay close attention to this message. Medicare has introduced some new benefits to help consumers during these cautious COVID-19 times. They realize many of you don't want to leave your home to visit a doctor. So now you can get a remote patient monitoring device shipped to your home at little or no cost to you. Now your doctor can identify your problems in real time, which could potentially save your life. Victory Medical can easily ship this monitoring device directly to your home at little or no cost to you. If you have high blood pressure or diabetes and you're covered by Medicare, make this free call right now to see if you qualify for a new remote patient monitoring device. Call now.
800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. That's 800-213-9527.
You don't sit behind a desk every day to earn a living. You're out and about making it happen. And sometimes you get a little bit behind on your paperwork, like bookkeeping and paying your taxes. It's easy to get behind on paying your taxes. It happens to the best of us. And you know what happens next. The big bad IRS comes knocking on your door. And when that happens, you need to call the good old boys at the Tax Doctor. Let them do what they do best. Deal and negotiate with the IRS so you pay the lowest you can in back taxes that the law allows. We are a 100% U.S.-based company, and we've saved our clients millions over the years in back taxes. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, call my friends right now at the Tax Doctor and learn more.
800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. That's 800-603-9359.
Hi, this is CJ from South Park. I listen to the lunch break with AJ Jones on 1140 AM and 92.3 FM.
All right, y'all. We're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. Clarence on Oh My Goodness Monday says, AJ, do the Rams have good luck or bad luck? I believe Odell Beckham Jr. will show Bobby Mayfield and Cleveland what they lost. I'm going to be with him on that one. All right, hey, hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
This is Willie Gibson.
Hey, man, I've been calling your name a couple times. I'm sure you heard.
Once.
Okay, it wasn't in a negative way, so like don't get me.
I know.
Okay, because we good, you and me good. It's Todd Malcolm and Longhorn Keith. They better run, they better run for real. They better watch me. They don't want me today. Might not want me tomorrow. I might need to find them Wednesday or Thursday.
Are they the 4-6 Texas Longhorns?
They had the nerve. They had the nerve to talk. Hold on, let me go to this. I got to add you into this. This message group we got going on because it's kind of hilarious. Yeah, I know you don't really want me to.
Please don't.
Yeah. Todd Malcolm, early this morning, 8:40 a.m. No, 6:40 a.m. Big Eyes, Mac Jones, 45-7 over Cleveland. Are you kidding me? Are you even opening your mouth to say anything?
Yeah, it was Odell's fault.
Definitely. I can tell.
That's why they can't say that anymore.
Yeah. Bruh, okay, so what's up with Baker's knee?
Right now, it's a knee contusion. Right now.
Contusion, so it's not a strain, sprain, tear.
As of Monday, it's a knee contusion. But I say that, you know how this thing goes, swelling, further testing, things of that nature. But as of right now, it's the contusion. But again, more importantly, it's the torn labrum. That's the part that, he's, getting it through, he's pushing through. It's a torn labrum. And if he can't successfully lead that team and play well, perhaps it's time to look at Case Keenum. But that wasn't it yesterday. Yesterday it was Joe Woods. And players are beginning to call coaches out at this point. Week 10, 5-5, coaches are being called out by players on both sides of the ball. And it's going to be interesting this week as they prepare for the winless Detroit Lions.
Yeah. Willie Gibson, broadcast journalist from Columbus, Ohio, joining us. Oh my goodness, Monday. Everybody wants me to be impressed with Mac Jones. I'm not. But when you run the ball 34 times for 184 yards, 2 touchdowns, and that's more than Mac Jones. That's Coach. What are we doing? Where's that defensive resistance?
Yeah, it's Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniel. I think Josh McDaniel wanted to prove a point because he was in the last hiring cycle. They interviewed Josh McDaniel right before they interviewed Stefanski. So I think Josh McDaniel took that a little personal yesterday and wanted to let it be known that a mistake was made.
Okay, so I got to get that. I got to get a piece of that. I got to bite that, bro. Josh does know that he's on record having accepted and turned down a job and walked away from it. So the fact that they're even interviewing you, yeah,
Right.
blessing, bro. That's gravy. Like, eat that.
Mm-hmm. But you take whatever perceived slight you can.
Yeah, I got you.
And he took that. He took that yesterday. So
I got you. So Baker Mayfield, 11-21. Kind of had one of them games, 73 yards, touchdown, and interception. Case Keenum, 8 for 12, 81 yards, nothing. I'm with you. If Baker can't play hurt well, he might not need to play hurt.
But it's not even that. I mean, yeah, that's true. But I mean, he completed one pass to a wide receiver the entire time he was in there. But that's another. Yeah, it's the receivers. It's what plays are they calling? I mean, when you get 5 total, Case Keenum came in and completed 4 passes to wide receivers. Baker had 1. So 5 catches for 42 yards for your receivers in a game that you lost by 38 points. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that's Baker.
Right. I mean, I get it. I get it, and that's why I said, Cleveland as a franchise has got to find a way to make a statement, and this would be a good game for that. You go into New England, you beat New England in New England, in spite of Odell, in spite of the labrum, in spite of whatever else you got going on. And not only did they not do that, but they lost by 38.
I think the issue was they thought they made their statement last week versus Cincinnati. They thought we overcame all the Odell minutia, if you will, and we came out and we beat Cincinnati by 25 points on the road. And a lot of those guys probably thought they arrived. And then going to New England was just icing on the cake. And again, you have Josh McDaniel, who took that personally. And you have Bill Belichick, who, by the way, was the head coach in Cleveland the last time that the Cleveland Browns beat the New England Patriots. And I'm quite sure in the back recesses of his mind, he took some things a little personally against Cleveland as well, even though there are 3 regimes beyond the regime that was there when he was there clearly. But I'm quite sure he'll never admit it publicly, but there might have been a little, just to let you know, just in case you forgot, this could have been you.
Yeah.
This could have been you.
Yeah. Willie Gibson, broadcast journalist, Columbus, Ohio, joining us real quick. So the Browns have the Lions at home next week. Then they go to the Ravens. Then they finally get a bye week. Then they come back hosting the Ravens. They got the Raiders at home, at the Packers, at the Steelers, and Cincinnati at the end of the year. It ain't easy.
No, it's not. It's not. 6-5, and then, yeah, I mean, we shall see. And you can't even say 6-5 because for the Lions to be 0-6-1, let's do the math, 0-8-1, they still, they're playing competitive. I mean, they should have beat Baltimore. They really should have beat Pittsburgh yesterday. There are a handful of games. I mean, boy, you can say this about any team in the league, but they really shouldn't be a winless team right now. And truthfully, for the last 3 weeks, it's been whispers like, man, I hope they get a win before they come to Cleveland, because no one in Cleveland wants to be the first one.
Yeah, and it's a realistic possibility.
Yeah, without question. And then Joe Woods, I mean, the defensive coordinator, again, that's why, I mean, he can't hang 45-7 on Baker. Yes, he could have played better, but that defense, Joe Woods has been much maligned all season long. And I think pretty much yesterday solidified coaching staff changes will be made on Stefanski's staff next season.
Yeah,
I don't see how he comes back, truthfully.
Yeah, no, they got to, or Stefanski will be part of the coaching changes. Hey, time is running out on me, but I want to get to this. Ohio State, big win over Purdue, 59-31. They're starting to move up it excuse me, starting to move up in the rankings or in the minds of some of the voters. What are your thoughts about Ohio State this past weekend?
It's November. It's November. This is what Ohio State does in November. You start a little shaky and you have a couple games there. It's like, well, but it's November. And things are starting to click all cylinders. I mean, Michigan State comes in here Saturday for senior day, college game day. We'll be in the building, and this is what Ohio State plays for. Then next week they go to Ann Arbor for the team up north, and we'll see. But this is what Ohio State's been building for the entire year. C.J. Stroud again was named Big Ten Freshman of the Week. So it's business as usual.
Yeah. I heard one of the analysts, not from Columbus, say that he feels like Ohio State and Alabama are the two teams that can really give Georgia some problems. And I couldn't disagree with him. Willie Gibson got to run, man. Tell everybody where they can find you and follow you, brother.
Appreciate it. Will Gibson 7 on Twitter and Instagram. Facebook is Will Knows podcast page. And also Folks Talking Sports this Thursday. Chris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review, Local Name, Global Perspective, and a cast of thousands. I'm not sure who KG has with us this week, but it's going to be a good one, 8 Eastern, 7 Central, Thursday.
All right, brother. I appreciate you as always, man. Be safe out there. Thanks for making the time to dial in.
Oh, you as well. Always. Appreciate it.
All right. Listen, let me go ahead and get Sybil Wilkes on real quick before we take our HBCU stroll with what you need to know, and we'll come back with more right after this.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today is Monday, November 15th, 2021. Number 1, officials and residents of Kenosha, Wisconsin say that city is on edge in anticipation of a verdict in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, in which he faces 6 counts, the highest of which is intentional homicide. Members of the National Guard are on standby due to concerns about reactions to the jury verdict. Final arguments will be presented by the defense and prosecution today. Number 2. A lawsuit filed against Texas Christian University by 5 Black women who said their reports of discrimination, racism, and harassment were ignored by the university reached a settlement this week. According to court documents, the case was settled through mediation. It's unclear whether the university agreed to make any changes to address the allegations of discrimination or paid a monetary settlement to the women who sued. Number 3, as holiday travel quickly approaches, 36 lawmakers are urging the White House to require proof of full vaccination or a negative coronavirus test to board domestic flights. In a letter to President Biden, lawmakers say the additional travel restrictions would ensure Americans can travel safely to see their loved ones during the holidays while also limiting the spread of COVID. The letter also asks that the safety protocol on trains and other modes of public transportation continue to be updated to stop the spread of the virus. Number 4, Brittany Titchener, a 10-year-old Black and autistic student at the Davis School District in Utah, committed suicide after enduring racist bullying from her classmates. Brittany's mother claims she contacted the school district several times about her daughter's mistreatment, but school administrators were of no help. In October, the U.S. Department of Justice concluded a 2-year investigation documenting hundreds of cases between 2015 and 2020 where Davis School District officials responded ineffectively to racially targeted students, leaving them vulnerable to continued harassment. Number 5, despite charges of political maneuvering causing a slowdown in mail delivery in this month's elections in the Commonwealth of Virginia, the Postal Service has promised to improve on holiday numbers. During a recent interview, Postmaster Louis DeJoy announced the addition of 40,000 seasonal employees, extra facilities, and more than 100 package sorting machines. The Postal Service says that between Thanksgiving and New Year's Day, more than 12 billion letters, cards, and packages will be delivered. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. You only have a certain amount of time to do what you say that you want to do. Join me today live on YouTube and Facebook at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central with comedian Alicia Cooper and social justice activist Coy Malone as we discuss today's top headlines and more. Thank you to our What You Need to Know partners, the Black Alzheimer's Study at the University of North Texas Health Science Center at Fort Worth, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and the American Heart Association. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SybylWilkes.com. Be informed, be empowered.
All right. Thank you very much there, Sybil Wilkes, with What You Need to Know. And we are about to get ready to take our HBCU Stroll. Before we do, happy birthday going out to Aaron Roberts. Happy birthday, Alexis Lewis. Hey, girl. Patricia Navarro celebrating her birthday along with my sister-in-law, Kimberly Ely. And then yesterday, my dear friend, Noni L. Robinson celebrated her birthday. And we honored Sister Louise Green for her 90th birthday yesterday. She got proclamations from several local officials, including on the national level. We'll be right back.
Oh, go shawty, it's your birthday. Ooh, it's your birthday. Go shawty, it's your birthday. Today's your day.
Legendary 1140 AM, KYOK Conroe, and 92.3 FM, K222CX Houston.
The views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on KYOK are entirely those of the hosts, guests, and callers, who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
When you walk out on that field today, ask yourself this question.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We ready! We ready! We ready! We ready! I'm going to the house! I'm going to the house! When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it. It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. We ready? I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this hollering, we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up with chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from them. He's a man. They can be a hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. I'm proud when you step on the field, man. That's who I am. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. You had no work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We ready? I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
Oh my goodness, that's game's not over. It's his first hour on the books, second hour underway right here on the legendary KYOK, and we're streaming live on KYOKradio.org. It is again, oh my goodness, Monday. If you want to get in, 281-453-1000 is the number to dial. That's 281-453-1000, or you can text me 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005. The Cowboys crushed Atlanta 43-3. They scored 29 points in the second quarter. They were leading 36-3 at the half. Both of those are franchise records. Oh my goodness. And they went on to a 43-3 win. Dak looked good. Zeke looked good. CD looked good. The defense looked good. Oh my goodness, man. I tell you, the Cowboys bounced back in a big way and in a way that they needed to. And you can tell from some of their comments after the game that they were expecting a big bounce back. And then, of course, as I said, the Saints kicker missed 2 extra points in their 23-21 loss to Tennessee. And they just got it. I'm sorry, kickers. I'm not trying to minimize your role in the NFL. You know, you're somewhere where I've never been. You got to do better than that, though. You got to do better than that. All right, I see Coach Cole has come on. Waiting to bring him on as soon as I see his soon as I see his face. Let's see who we got. Coach, you there? There he is.
Hey,
how you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing wonderful, Coach. I'm doing wonderful.
You know, good news.
Hey, man, got a chance to say hello to my mom. Her birthday, 88 years old.
Oh, bro,
yesterday.
We say happy birthday to her. 88 years young, huh?
Yep. Got a chance to go down and see the kids this weekend. And even though we fell again, you know, we didn't win again, but got a lot of interesting things to say about it, though.
Yeah, you know, let's get to it, Coach. We were both there for part of the game. I unfortunately had to leave for a funeral. I want to lift up the Beasley family. He was my first quarterback when I coached in Little League. He was my first quarterback.
Wow.
And went on to be a businessman over in the A-Leaf area and got murdered, man. So I extend my thoughts and my prayers to the Beasley family, to the A-Leaf community, and to to the Fun Football League, because he starred on that field for a long time. Guys like Thurman Thomas came out of there. Vince Young came out of there. So it's a pretty historic league, but none greater than Brandon Beasley. So man,
wow. Yeah, I had some run-ins with Thurman Thomas. Matter of fact, when I was a young coach at Texas Southern, and Thurman had just won the NFL Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
And I threw a big old football camp. I mean, I had probably 20 NFL all-stars, you know, Jerry Ball. And I mean, I just had a whole bunch of them. And we actually roasted Thurman because it was a fundraiser too.
Uh-huh.
And Hartley Dykes came down and he was a part of it. And Coach Gundy, who's there now at Oklahoma State, was there. And, I mean, man, I had an all-star cast. And we had the camp. The kids enjoyed it. And then we had to roast with Thurman Thomas, and who's a good friend of mine. And we had a great time. This was way in the 80s.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I'm in love with his sister, man. Don't tell nobody. I'm in love with his sister. But so anyway, so ain't nobody talking about you and me on our HBCU stroll. But so Coach, TSU looked like they were about to run away with that one against Alabama A&M. In fact, to some degree, they had kind of confused that offense for A&M and Akil Glass, who got a shot to play on the next level. But hey, it ain't over till it's over. What did I miss when I had to leave?
Well, the thing was, and I don't know if you remember when I kept on talking about game management, time management.
Yep.
And right before the half, I know you were still in the half. Remember, it was like 3:21 left in the game.
Right.
I mean, in the half.
Right.
And Texas Southern had the ball, and they were up. Instead of eating some clock, remember, they used, it was less than a minute. They ran 3 plays less than a minute and gave them the ball back with 2 minutes 39. And then they ended up being able to get down and kick a field goal and go in a half, 14-10.
What's the momentum?
And to me, that went through the second half. Texas Southern was coming out, offense was working, defense was doing a solid job. Knowing that you playing against one of the best quarterbacks, I think, in the country.
Yeah.
I think the kid for Alabama A&M could start and play for any school in the country right now.
With you. Yep.
And you don't keep giving him the ball.
Yeah.
So then when I looked at the end of the game stats, Alabama A&M had the ball 37 minutes. Texas Southern had the ball 23 minutes.
Wow.
So, if you're not a football guy or you're not an analyst, you would say, man, Texas Southern don't have no defense. But when you're on the field for 37 minutes, that's a long time. And then if you remember, you notice Alabama A&M would take chunks at a time. They weren't really big playing. They were chunks at a time.
Yep.
So they wear your defense down.
Yeah.
Wearing the defense down, and it caught up with them late in the game.
Yeah.
It caught up with them late in the game, and sometimes where offensive coordinators get off into score. There's three phases of the game, and all three got to be working together.
Absolutely.
Your special teams, your offense, and your defense.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing about it, Texas Southern ran the ball well.
They really did.
Yeah, they ran the ball well, and just didn't run enough.
Yeah.
So it was. I thought it was. I don't want to say poor because I don't want to attack the coaches, but keep in mind of game management. What's the situation going on in the game? You got to always keep that stuff in mind. And I think a lot of coaches, they get caught up in the game, and they get caught up into their section of the game and not looking at the big picture.
Right. And that's good. That's good talk right there. That's one of the many reasons why we have you on here, because you break it down from a different perspective that many of us as casual fans and what have you have never been on that level don't see. We're going to come back with Coach Johnnie Cole for our HBCU Stroll right after this on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK. If you got questions, comments for the coach or myself, hit us up, 281-453-1000. That's 281-453-1000. Or you can text me, 832-403-5005, or email aj@kyoksports.com. We'll be right back right after this.
If you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt, then listen up. We can reduce or
Boy, you missed the barn burner.
interest rates. Cut your monthly payment up to 50%
I
and
saw after the
stop
fact.
all late fees. Our company has been helping good people just like you get out of debt for over 30 years.
Yeah.
Don't get stressed out. If you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt and medical bills, we can show you a way to reduce all of your bills to one lower monthly payment that you can afford. So again, if you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt and medical bills you can't afford, make this free call today and learn how you can finally get out of debt. Call now for your free consultation. 800-638-7112. 800-638-7112. 800-638-7112. That's 800-638-7112. Sponsored by Credit Card.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
Hello, this is Claude Cummings Jr., Vice President of Communication Workers of America District 6. Trey and I are inviting you to listen in to our new political talk show, Power to the People Political Hour.
Hello, this is Trey Daniels from the Daniels Group. Yes, Claude, the show will be hard-hitting and informative, talking about national and local political issues of the day, week, and month. Interviews will be with pastors, community leaders, elected officials, and political operatives. You know, Claude, a part of our responsibility is informing the citizenry and give them power to the people.
That's right, Trey. We're asking that you listen in on 1140 AM, 92.3, or streaming on kyokradio.org, Thursdays at 10 a.m. This is Brian Courtney Wilson, and you're listening to The Lunch Break.
All right, y'all, back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK, all new, 92.3 FM. And we stream live on kyokradio.org as well as social media platforms. Got Coach Johnnie Cole, and we are taking the HBCU Stroll, wrapping it up with that TSU Alabama A&M game, 52-49. Coach, Akil Glass was able to throw a touchdown pass with a little bit less than a minute to go. What happened on that play? How was he able to get that done?
I tell you, they and I had a chance to chit chat with Coach Maynor after the game and some of the other coaches. They when they got that last drive, it was about 3 minutes on the clock, and I mean, they took their time. They had made a decision there that we got to score, we got to score, we got to go for 2 points, but if we give them the ball back, we're not gonna go for the big one. So they came out dinking and zoning inside and throwing a lot of quick outs and stuff like that. Uh, um, and they took their time and they went all the way down to the 2 yard line.
Wow.
Before they scored with 60 seconds left in the game. Man, excellent drive. I can't say enough about their plan they had. That 3-minute drive. I believe as offensive coordinator, you're supposed to have in your playbook your 4-minute plays, your 2-minute drive, 2-minute offense, your short yardage offense,
Yeah.
Your toolbox, in which I call it your toolbox. You got to have all that in your toolbox, your option game, your trap game. And so many times now that we don't jumped off into this spread offense.
Yeah.
Some people are just running it because that's what they see.
Yeah.
Some people running it because that's everybody else is doing.
Right.
Very seldom do the people who's running, they know it inside and out.
Yeah.
And everything is hurry, hurry, hurry. This is something that I did back at Tennessee State, back 20 years ago. You only should use that sometimes. Maybe you behind. Maybe you want to get the defense back on your heels. But when those times come, like Alabama A&M done, they didn't do that. They went out there just to score.
Mm-hmm.
They was out there to score in time.
Yeah.
To keep their defense off the field. And when Texas Southern got the ball back, they had to go 60, 70 yards to score. They did an excellent job. Excellent job.
Yeah, that's definitely a good game plan. I've always said just because you can run something doesn't mean you know how to run something. And there are people that put those different sets in because they got a plan. I had a basketball coach said you dribble with intent. You don't dribble just to dribble. And and some of these coaches, like you said, they'll run something because that's the flavor of the day, but they don't have the same intent. Coach, you got a chance to talk to Coach Maynard from Alabama A&M. What was the squabble on the sidelines about, and were they able to get it rectified before they got on the bus to go home?
Well, he kind of left it alone after the game because, he was just happy to get out of there.
Yeah.
I thought Texas Southern did a great job of playing one of our, what we would call one of our top tier teams, but we didn't really get in that a lot. He was just excited to get out of the game. He gave a lot of compliments to Texas Southern, saying that, that's probably one of the best 2-7 teams he's played. I've talked with some other people and, they was like, well, we need to learn how to win,
mm-hmm.
And my question is always to whose expense, after 3 years, you've been working with the kids, you should have been able to instill that in them when they played. So I got a different view of that, because the game is bigger than that, and you got to know how to win.
Yeah.
Instead of learning how to win, you got to know how to win. So I'm a little different on that.
Yep. Coach Johnnie Cole, as we take our HBCU stroll, let's jump into some of the oh my goodness moments from the SWAC. I said Bethune-Cookman was probably going to give Grambling some problems, and not only did they give them some problems, they hung an L on them 31-14 at Grambling. What are your thoughts on that one?
Well, Grambling been struggling from out the box. Firing the coordinator, hiring another coordinator, firing that coordinator, getting this coordinator. It's some trouble over there. And like I said earlier about Coach Fobbs, the family and things, they kind of just fell apart at the end. I don't know if recruiting hurt them or not, but Coach Terry Sims out at Bethune-Cookman, they got better at the end.
Yeah.
He had a whole bunch of changes off the season, and then coming off the COVID out of spring ball. They didn't play spring ball. So hopefully his kids starting to understand and put things together, and it looks like they are.
Yep. No, that's a big win on the road. Their second win of the season. And then I didn't see it coming. You didn't see it coming. The legendary coach LC Cole didn't see it coming. Alabama State falls to Mississippi Valley State 44-31. Big win for our friend Willie the Satellite Titan.
Yeah. Now was that before the coach was fired or afterwards?
I think this was after the firing.
Yeah.
I think he got fired after the loss to Alabama A&M in the Magic City Classic.
Right, and that's why that's why we were talking too, that when you fired the guy in the middle of the season,
right,
for really no reason, that you just didn't feel he was going in the right direction. Now you have hurt the whole team.
Right.
The school enrollment. Now they don't fell off. You know what I mean? Now people looking at that school different.
Yeah.
You know, and then they got a Texas Southern team in here that just hungry to win.
Yeah.
So they can't. Texas Southern is not going to Montgomery, Alabama to lay down.
Yeah.
You know, those kids want to win. You know, you can tell how they play. And, you know, with that kid, Anthony Body is great. But you're right. That was a surprise. I want to take my hat off to Mississippi Valley.
Yep.
I coached the offensive coordinator at Kent Evans. You know, good friend of mine. He's doing a great job of putting that program together.
Yep.
He came in the fall, and offense is always slow. So hopefully he's getting that thing going, and they'll play well next week as well.
Yeah, when you put up 44 points on a team that, you know, granted they're reeling, but you know, Valley took full advantage of their opportunity. They definitely understood the assignment and walked away with a win at home. That's their third win of the season. When the last time you saw Valley win 3 games in a SWAC season?
Woo! It's been years. It's been several.
Yeah.
I know none in the 10 years that I've been gone. And then when I was there, it's been tough.
You and your brother made Mississippi Valley meaningful in my heart when you talked about how they don't have much of what other teams have and how their facility is not as great as everybody else's. For them to be getting these wins, man, that says a lot about those coaches and those kids.
Yeah, no question. And then they only got 39 scholarships.
Yeah.
You know, to everybody else is 63.
Wow.
So they behind on that as well. So you got to take your hat off to Coach Dancy as well. Dancy, you know, the head football coach, and they did a super job. I look forward to them to get better. They've always been good on defense since Coach Dancy took over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, let's take another quick break. We'll come back with more as we take our HBCU stroll through the SWAC with the coach, Johnnie Cole, on the legendary KYOK.
The legendary KYOK, 1140 AM.
Yeah, it was.
Legendary KYOK, 92.3 FM. Radio stations in one.
Okay, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets.
You see they got rid of the coach up in Washington.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to talk about that if you don't mind.
But I love to. But I like what the AD done, even though they got rid of him. Said a lot of great things about him. You know what I mean?
Good for the vets.
Yeah.
Get back to the vets.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to talk about
done
that.
For this country, and your old car can really help them. So call the Veterans Car Donation Program right now for free pickup of your vehicle. Help the vets and help your taxes at the same time. Call right now.
800-253-1892. 800-253-1892. 800-253-1892. That's 800-253-1892.
Tune in to Table Talk with your boy, TD Blackshear, every Tuesday from 10 to 11 a.m. on the legendary KYOK, 1140 a.m. and 92.3 FM. See you there.
In need of tires? Check out OMG Tire Services and more. New and used tires, all the name brands
We
you
got one
desire.
more after this.
Located at 3126 Tidwell, between 59 North and Jensen. Give them a call at 832-767-3211. Top-notch service from beginning to end. When you're done, get your car hand washed inside and out at OMG Tire Services and more. Located at 3126 Tidwell, between 59 North and Jensen. Call 832-767-3211. That's 832-767-3211. Conveniently located on the north side.
Hi, I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me Show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me Show, right here on the legendary KYOK Radio, 1140 AM, and the all-new 92.3 FM and KYOKradio.org. Beautiful people, this is Major. This is why I love you on the lunch break.
All right, y'all. We're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. We're streaming live on KYOKradio.org, and we're taking the HBCU Stroll with the Coach Johnnie Cole. And Coach, one of the biggest games in the SWAC this weekend went down over there at Alcorn. And boy, I tell you what, man, Coach McNair has been this, been that, been this. He got a big one this weekend, though. They beat Prairie View 31-29. Huge win for Alcorn and the program.
Well, I tell you what, it was, you almost was counting them out. I know we were talking some weeks before that Prairie View was kind of walking through there, but I think they fell asleep down there in Normal, Mississippi, under those Braves, and they stuck on. They tried to come back at the end, but it was too little, too late.
Right.
Now this championship, and Prairie View still dictates their future as far as whether they're gonna win the West or not. They just got to win out, which they got A&M, Texas A&M this week, and then they got Mississippi Valley next week. So I guess the question to Coach Dooley is, do you play your quarterback against Texas A&M? Or how long do you play? Because this game is this is what you call a real money game.
Right.
With no meaning.
Right.
Right. And get yourself ready for next week against Mississippi Valley State. You don't want to get nobody hurt.
I'm glad to hear you say that because really, I'm not saying they can't beat A&M. I'm just saying what's most important to them is that SWAC championship game. And they hold a one-game lead over Alcorn, who just beat them head-to-head, which means if they win out, they win it. If they lose, it gets dicey.
Right. Well, if they lose and Alcorn win,
right,
then Alcorn
goes to the. That's why I say
if both of them lose, Prairie View goes. Alcorn got one choice; they got to win.
Right. And
they got to sit and wait.
Yeah, Alcorn can't do it by themselves. They got to take care of their business and get some help. Prairie View does control their own destiny. So you, as a head coach, going into that that Texas A&M game, what would you do?
Well, I definitely would start my starters off and see how the game is going. See how the game is going. And, if we compete. And if you get away from me early, then I'm going to have to pull my people out. I'm going to have to take my baseball cap and wave it over there to the coach across the thing. And then we're gonna snap that ball at 38 seconds every time because you get 40 seconds in between plays. And we're going to slow the game down. We're going to run the clock and we're going to get out of it so we can go to Montgomery, Alabama for the championship. After we, of course, if I got Prairie View the next week, not Prairie View, but Mississippi Valley, beat Mississippi Valley. So you got to strategize,
Yeah, you have to.
You can't be no fool. It is what it is. And I just want to know who put that game way down there. That's what I want to know. But hey, look, that's why I'm here talking to you on the radio. I don't know enough.
Coach, is this a
Cause,
matter of time?
let me tell you something. I'd have went to the president, to the board, say, yeah, I'm gonna play them. And I know they my mother's school, but shit, we gotta play them way up top, because down there I'm planning on going to a championship.
Yeah. We need them week 1, week 2. We don't need them, week 11.
Woo! Man, that's coach.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one. That is
and A&M is in the top 15 this year,
brother, and got to win over the Alabama. So
yes.
All right, let's keep looking at this in the SWAC. So again, Alcorn big win over Prairie View. FAMU, they have not dropped one since since that loss to Jackson State. They beat up on Pine Bluff 37-7.
Yeah, right. No, you can't say enough about Coach down there. He's done a great job everywhere he's been. He's a true winner. He finally got the backup quarterback and everybody going in the right direction. He already knew he was going to be good on defense, and a lot of people don't understand that what wins championships is not great defense and great offense. It's great defense and run game.
Yeah.
On offense and solid special teams, and they were able to put that together and start putting together some plays on offense, and they've done a great job.
Yeah, I'm just looking here real quick. Florida State 4-6. Let me look at something else real quick. SEC. Florida is 5-5. If I'm not mistaken, ain't but one school bowl eligible in Florida right now, and that's FAMU.
Wow, yeah.
And
we hoping that they get chosen for the postseason play. They got the Orange Blossom City game this weekend against Bethune-Cookman. Throw the records out the window.
Right.
Throw the bath water, all that. It's two football team rival game and Coach Terry Sims him coming off a great win, and Coach Simmons is coming off of a great season, so it's going to be a good game. Going to be real interesting.
They get after it in that game. That's one of those historic matchups in HBCU college football, and the bands get after it too. They don't take that one light. Look, you can play not as good in front of somebody else, but you got to blow like crazy in front of Bethune and or FAMU when they play each other.
And you can't even say enough about the crowd.
Yeah.
The people, the band, the barbecue, the clothing, the outfits that's gonna be down there. I mean, it's if you got a child and you interested in going to Black College, that's a vacation. Go to Daytona Beach while you're down there, or drive on down to Miami and make sure that game is a part of what you want. That's Black college football at its best.
At its best. You're so right, Coach. I have had the opportunity to experience it for myself, and it's one of the best things I've done. All I knew at the time was the Labor Day Classic and the Bayou Classic, where I've actually gone. And man, when I got a chance to go to that matchup against FAM and Bethune, I was like, wow.
Yeah. Well, like you said, you're gonna see the outfits, the jewelry, the gold, the teeth, the flashy cars, orange and green cars, and burgundy, and what's that color they got down there at Bethune-Cookman? Burgundy and gold, is it? Yeah. You're gonna see it all, and you're gonna see good football, you're gonna see a good band, you're gonna eat good, you're gonna see all kind of nationalities down there. It's just gonna be a festival.
Coach Johnnie Cole taking our HBCU Stroll right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK. What a lot of people don't realize is the ages that go down to those games. You might have somebody 100 some odd years old walking through that stadium to get into a seat at that game, and not just one, but multiple, because it just means that much to them. That history, that legacy. You're gonna have alumni from all different years coming back to that game.
Yeah, without a doubt, and I just hope that we get away from that. we've been having great football for years. Great alumni, great coaches. We hadn't got the spotlight that we deserve, but we just need to be proud of ourselves.
Yeah.
And that's my things. Sometimes the best kept secret need to be kept secret. And to give people like myself, who are black college, has helped me become who I am. I didn't get a chance to go to another school, and I had the opportunity to go there, and there was an opportunity for me.
Yeah.
So that's important.
Yeah, no, I will, agree with you there. The other one that we didn't get a chance to talk about, I thought that they would play well. They didn't play well enough to get the win. Jackson State edged Southern 21-17.
Yeah, I was a little deterred about that game because at the end it was a brawl,
Right.
and that's not good at all for the conference, for either school, and but it's tradition. I think Jackson State player tried to disrespect Southern by taking a flag and putting it in the middle of the field. I don't think that'll ever happen again. I think that's something, and that prime time is going to have to talk to his kids about. That's just stuff that you don't do.
Right.
But they got after it. They clinched the East Division. I was glad to see Coach out there.
Yeah.
Because I heard some disturbing news about his injury.
Yeah.
I like to see Shakur Sanders stay smooth and bring him back. I can't say enough about him at quarterback. But Southern's coaching staff, might be in trouble. You're there on an interim basis. You went from the top to the bottom.
Yeah.
You lost some real key games. And I hate to see any coach go, but that's our business.
Right.
I just don't see him making it.
Yeah, they're 4-6 right now. They're 4-6 right now. Left on the schedule is Grambling, and that's another one that there was a whole lot of talk about, like what's happening with their record versus Grambling in the Bayou Classic. So,
that's gonna hurt both schools as far as attendance to that game. We're playing for nothing, and they used to be able to play for something.
Right.
It's been controversy whether it was good or bad at both schools. The head coach of Southern ended up leaving and going to Norfolk,
right.
which was good for him and his family. And I didn't think Southern wanted him as much because they could have outbidded Norfolk. So it was a win-win for both schools, at least we thought. I've been keeping up with him over at Norfolk, and I thought he was leading them over to a championship, but they kind of fell off and they don't fell into the middle of the road. So, it was a win-win. I think he'll do it. Coach Odom continue to do a great job there.
Yeah.
Again, Grambling hadn't been exciting, hadn't been the Grambling of old. They got a lot to fix over there. Hopefully both coaches make it through December. This is cut time.
Right.
If you can make it out in November, you're okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know. These coaches, hell, I got fired in March. So hey, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know. You just gotta keep your fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Keep your boxes ready to go.
Yeah, it's interesting to see the amount of attention that Coach Fobbs is getting in the negative about what he's doing, because he was one of the cream of the crop in the SWAC for a minute. And what have you done for me lately? Because there is some significant talk about whether he will survive, and you don't win that game against Southern in the Bayou Classic. That could be another reason why the administration comes to him and finally makes a change that has been talked about for quite some time.
Right. Without a doubt, that's when you at those type of schools, just winning some games ain't enough.
Right.
The expectation is high, and that's what you sign up for. And he has some issues, with the coaching staff. That kind of hurt him, hurt the team. I thought that this new offensive coordinator he got, because of course, I seen him to open up the season. I thought, he done some things well,
Yeah.
But I guess he hadn't got creative enough, to keep things going. Their quarterback is okay. He's not a great one, but he has a lot of potential.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. A Grambling alum, Camilio, said, man, it will be tight for Grambling at the Bayou Classic this year. Coach is right about it. It's cut time at the Bayou Classic.
Yeah, well, I've been there. I was with Pete Richardson, and we beat Eddie Robinson like 7 years straight. So I knew after a while that they were going to be trying to push Eddie out, even though, of course, Eddie is a legend. You can never talk about his end game. You have to talk about what he done up to that point, which he has done a fabulous job. But this is just a part of the year, and that's why, people need to be more delicate. Me and you were talking in between about University of Washington's coach.
Yeah.
They just got let go after 2 years.
Hold that thought, because I want to come back to that, and we got to take this break. So,
okay.
Because me and a couple of guys have talked about coaches that have had incidents where they've gotten, physical with the helmet or the face mask or whatever the case may be. And now we got this situation up in Washington. So we're going to take this quick break. We'll come back with the Coach Johnnie Cole as we take our HBCU Stroll. If you want to get in like Camilio did with your thoughts or your comments, 281-453-1000. That's 281-453-1000. It's the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
You don't sit behind a desk every day to earn a living. You're out and about making it happen. And sometimes you get a little bit behind on your paperwork, like bookkeeping and paying your taxes. It's easy to get behind on paying your taxes. It happens to the best of us. And you know what happens next. The big bad IRS comes knocking on your door. And when that happens, you need to call the good old boys at the Tax Doctor. Let them do what they do best. Deal and negotiate with the IRS so you pay the lowest you can in taxes that the law allows. We are a 100% U.S.-based company, and we've saved our clients millions over the years in back taxes. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, call my friends right now at the Tax Doctor and learn more.
800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. That's 800-603-9359.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's AJ Jones with the lunch break on the legendary KYOK, AM 1140 and 92.3 FM. It's that time of
I got
year
to change my helmets around.
all the things we should be thankful for, and that is more blessed to give than to receive. So with that, on Wednesday,
I had to change it around.
We'll give you a chance to win a gift certificate from Butterball. That's right, you can win a gift certificate for a Butterball turkey on Wednesdays on the lunch break between 12 and 2. Just
I had to put the
and your Butterball
two
turkey
helmets
from us at the legendary KYOK AM 1140 at 92.3.
Well, I hope you are enjoying your weekend. Hey, everybody, it's Erica Campbell.
And I'm Griff from Get Up Mornings.
We want to thank you so much for rocking with us every weekday morning.
And after you enjoy your weekend, make sure you start the work week with us.
When you start your day with us, we'll help you get moving and motivated to have the best day ever. Go ahead and say it, Griff.
Best day ever!
So wake up with us. We'll be faith walking,
love talking,
enjoy living on Get Up Mornings.
You're listening to
1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legendary KYOK.
And you are listening to the lunch break.
All right, y'all. We're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all new 92.3 FM. We're streaming live on KYOKradio.org, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. I got some other comments, Coach, that I responded to, but we're gonna talk a little bit about the head coach at Washington. Go ahead with your comments first, and then I got a couple of questions for you.
Well, I just like how the AD came out and didn't bash the coach, didn't throw things on, just said he had some problems with the program on and off the field, and they wished him well. I thought it was a mutual understanding. I thought they were delicate with who he was and understood that his career has to go on in Washington. It has to go on as well. So I appreciated that by the athletic director.
Yeah, I I agree with you. I hate that it even came down to that. I haven't seen the video of what happened, but I have seen videos of Jimbo Fisher at A&M getting very physical with a guy. I've seen Tom Herman run out on the field and get physical with a player, and both those guys survived it.
Well,
And you got the whole group of fans and people. Oh, that kind of coaching is, teach character, and it teaches this and it teaches that. But then here we go. We got a brother that does it, and now all of a sudden it's so unacceptable that he has to be fired.
well, let me say this, Coach. He didn't get fired because of that. And at the end of the day, when they want you, they want you. It's just like we both been married, right?
Yeah.
And then we arguing about the dishes when we really arguing about you spent too much money down the road. You know what I'm saying? That was we got it.
Yeah.
We got it.
Yeah.
Because the offense stinks, recruiting has lowered, the defensive coordinator has been doing a fabulous job, and the AD is like, that's the guy I should have hired. Or let's go get another guy. Then you lose to Montana, a 1AA football team, open up the game. Washington can't do that. You can't do that. That's like Ohio State losing to Worcester College.
Yeah. I got
you know what I'm saying?
I got
so
you.
So this AD says, I got to get you before you get me out of here.
Which goes back to something that not you and I have talked about, but me and some other colleagues have talked about. It goes back to that talk. And you tell me if your family had the talk with you that mine had with mine. You got to be better than everybody else.
No question.
You got to be twice as good as everyone else just to get the same amount of not respect, but just to be on the same playing field with them. And if as soon as you do something that diminishes that, you're going to be gone. But mama, they getting away with it. I don't care if they get away with it. Just make sure you don't do it because you're not going to survive it. And here we see it yet again.
Ain't no question. And when I was a young coach going to the coaching convention, and they used to tell us, see, y'all guys, y'all got to get out of your warm-up suits. You know what I mean? Y'all got to quit hitting the club and get in some of these meetings that we having. Right. You gotta cut your hair and get rid of all that long hair and dreads and make sure you're clean shaved, and make sure you know your board game. I done all that. Yeah. My brother done all that.
Yeah.
They're always moving the flag.
Yeah.
So without a doubt, yeah, that's true, and that's definitely true in college football. College football coaching is probably one of the most racist careers that you can get into. Most racist career you can get into as a black man. Ain't no question, and we're hard on each other. The late John Thompson.
Yeah, we definitely are.
The late John Thompson said, why do we have to come in ready? Why my guy got to come in clean shaved? He up on his game. He dressed nice. Why he's got to come there? Why he can't come in and learn on the job like the rest of them? But we're hard on ourselves. Those guys, you don't hit a button. I'm mad at some of them black guys that's on that level.
Well, and I was gonna say that, Coach, because there's some that make the statement, I'm not gonna let you bring me down.
Yes,
so I'm gonna bring you down before you get me. So therefore, every little thing that you do is going to be the worst thing in the world, so it doesn't reflect on them too. And that's the unfortunate part of this, that people will sacrifice others so that they themselves don't get scrutinized. Coach, I lost you again, man. You always wait to the end of the show to... He going off, he coming back. All right. Let me get ready we get ready to do our picks and all that, but I want to hear his final comments on that. Coach, you there? No, you're not there. All right. I'm gonna have to change platforms because I ain't had this problem when we had another platform. I'm gonna do them like they would do me. Y'all made too many mistakes. Gotta let you go. Gotta let you go. All right. Hey, Amy, Claire, Boucher, Castro, Smith, Barney, Johnson, Jones the third. Okay, I think we got it.
I'm back. I'm back.
Coach, you back. I
I'm
hear
back.
you loud and clear.
I'm back.
All right.
But that's our problem as black coaches. You know, we always getting the job. We always gonna hire a white offense coordinator and a white defense coordinator. We all, even on black colleges, even in black colleges, we gonna hire us a white offensive coordinator, and we don't move. It ain't enough of us. So when this guy loses his job at Washington, another black coach, it kills us. And now we back starting over again. You know what they're gonna say, AJ?
What?
Now we don't gave y'all a job that you could work with. Y'all was saying that we were giving you these black coaches these head jobs at hole in the wall schools. Now we don't gave you one upper echelon, and you get fired after 2 years. Now we set back another 10 years. That's because we don't have enough of us. The people who are making the choices don't look like us. And
So
that's the problem.
on that note, I need folks to stay in school so you can be a college president. I need you to stay in school so you can be an athletic director. I need you to stay in school so we level the playing field from the top all the way down to the bottom. Coach,
Yes, sir.
we got to take our picks. All right. Prairie View at Texas A&M. Who you got, Coach?
Wow, Texas A&M.
You sure?
Oh man, I'm positive.
All right, so I'm gonna give you TX A&M. I, on the other hand, I believe I'm going with Texas A&M too.
I was going to say, you must know something I don't know.
Jackson State hosting Alcorn Saturday, 1 o'clock. Who you got?
Wow, that's a toss-up. Jackson State everybody been playing close. I'm going to go with Alcorn State.
You know what? For the simple fact that Jackson State has already wrapped up the East, I was going to go with Alcorn, but you going with Alcorn, and I got to separate us. I'm going with Jackson State, but I believe Alcorn's going to win. All right. Pine Bluff versus Alabama A&M at Alabama A&M.
Alabama A&M, Akia Glass, Coach Maynard.
You and me, Bo.
Yeah.
You and me, Bo. All right, who we got? Texas Southern at Alabama State.
I'm going with the Tigers of Texas Southern University.
I'm going to go with Alabama State. They ain't going out like that.
Well, the defensive coordinator is the interim head coach. And if he vying for the job,
he better not. He better not go out like that if he's vying for the job.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We got Bethune and FAMU. Who you got?
Shit, man, I'm going with Coach Simmons, Florida A&M.
Why don't
the Rattlers strike, and strike again.
Why don't you ever give me a chance to be different? Give me a chance to be different. All right, give me your power rankings for the SWAC this week. Give me your power rankings. Number one.
Jackson State, of course.
All right, 2.
I got to stay with Prairie View.
PVU.
3. Alcorn State.
Okay.
You got to go with Alabama A&M.
Okay.
Whew. Now, boy, the rest is a fall off. Mm-hmm. Southern.
All right, we're at number 6. Who you got?
Wow. I'm falling asleep on this group. Shit, I like Texas Southern.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Go ahead. Who you got at 7?
I want to go Grambling.
All right. At number 8?
Valley.
Okay. Number 9?
Who's them 2 teams? Bethune-Cookman and who? Pine Bluff. Shit, let's go Bethune-Cookman. Let's go Bethune-Cookman, then Pine Bluff.
Okay. All right. All right, Coach. I got your picks. You standing by them? You need to change anybody?
I'm standing by him, Coach.
I think I'm going
I'm
to catch you.
standing by him.
Coach, I'm going to catch
Nah,
you this week.
I'm thinking about going over to that Jackson State Alcorn State game.
Well, if you go, you call me. You call me, tell me you there.
I can't get you over there.
Coach, you might. Let me see what I got this weekend. We need to talk anyway. Let me get out of here, and then I'm going to get in your phone. We need to talk anyway.
Hey, AJ, as always, man, I appreciate you giving this opportunity. I know we're coming down to the end, but hopefully, I was a basketball player as well.
I was going to say, look.
Played point guard.
Coach, we can talk basketball too, so we ain't coming
yes,
down
sir.
to here.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And again, appreciate you as always, and the folks that's watching. Peace, love, and soul.
From the Coach Johnnie Cole as we take our HBCU stroll. Coach, we'll talk to you later today, but we'll see you next week.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank you much.
All right.
Bye.
Coach Cole getting it in, man. I'm telling you, y'all, we have a great time. We have a great time in the press box when we are there. We have a great time in the press box. And folks love him. When I tell you there are alumni, administration, you name it, at TSU that go out of their way to acknowledge Coach Johnnie Cole. So you can believe what you hear. I see what I see. And Coach Cole is a good man. Coach Cole is a very good man. I don't think it's going to be long where he'll be available to us because he'll be on somebody's sideline trying to bring them back to prominence. All right, I'll have my SWAC power rankings tomorrow along with my MEAC power rankings. And then we will also get ready to do some other stuff. Let me get Sybil Wilkes on, and we will wrap it up with her. Quick update. The Cowboys, again, crushed Atlanta 43-3. The Saints lost to Tennessee 23-21. Texans are going to visit Tennessee Sunday at noon. College football, UT lost to Kansas 57-56 in overtime. Fifth loss in a row, first time since 1956. Oh, it ain't no fun when the rabbit has the gun because number 13, Baylor, beat number 8, OU 27-14. Lincoln Riley mad about a late Baylor field goal, but hey, they trying to make sure that point differential is all right come the end of the year. U of H beat Temple. Sam Houston remained undefeated, beating Eastern Kentucky. We already know Alcorn beat Prairie View. A&M beat Texas Southern. UT San Antonio beat Southern Miss. Incarnate Word beating Nicholls State 27-23. Stephen F. Austin with a win over Central Arkansas. Southeast Louisiana down Northwestern State. And Texas College lost to Louisiana College 77-12. NBA action, the Mavs beat the Spurs 123-109 over the weekend. Rockets lost to Portland and Phoenix. And then for some of the major high school programs, Katy got a win, Manville got a win, Lake Travis got a win, Westlake got a win. All of those are tops in the top 25. All right, let me get Sybil Wilkes on. As always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. We'll talk to you this time tomorrow for Talk Your Team Tuesday right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today is Monday, November 15th, 2021. Number 1, officials and residents of Kenosha, Wisconsin say that city is on edge in anticipation of a verdict in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, in which he faces 6 counts, the highest of which is intentional homicide. Members of the National Guard are on standby due to concerns about reactions to the jury verdict. Final arguments will be presented by the defense and prosecution today. Number 2, a lawsuit filed against Texas Christian University by 5 Black women who said their reports of discrimination, racism, and harassment were ignored by the university reached a settlement this week. According to court documents, the case was settled through mediation. It's unclear whether the university agreed to make any changes to address the allegations of discrimination or paid a monetary settlement to the women who sued. Number 3, as holiday travel quickly approaches, 3 dozen lawmakers are urging the White House to require proof of full vaccination or a negative coronavirus test to board domestic flights. In a letter to President Biden, lawmakers say the additional travel restrictions would ensure Americans can travel safely to see their loved ones during the holidays while also limiting the spread of COVID. The letter also asked that the safety protocol on trains and other modes of public transportation continue to be updated to stop the spread of the virus. Number 4, Brittany Titchener, a 10-year-old Black and autistic student at the Davis School District in Utah, committed suicide after enduring racist bullying from her classmates. Brittany's mother claims she contacted the school district several times about her daughter's mistreatment, but school administrators were of no help. In October, the U.S. Department of Justice concluded a 2-year investigation documenting hundreds of cases between 2015 and 2020 where Davis School District officials responded ineffectively to racially targeted students, leaving them vulnerable to continued harassment. Number 5, despite charges of political maneuvering causing a slowdown in mail delivery in this month's elections in the Commonwealth of Virginia, the Postal Service has promised to improve on holiday numbers. During a recent interview, Postmaster Louis DeJoy announced the addition of 40,000 seasonal employees, extra facilities, and more than 100 package sorting machines. The Postal Service says that between Thanksgiving and New Year's Day, more than 12 billion letters, cards, and packages will be delivered. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. You only have a certain amount of time to do what you say that you want to do. Join me today live on YouTube and Facebook at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central with comedian Alicia Cooper and social justice activist Coy Malone as we discuss today's top headlines and more. Thank you to our What You...
1140 AM, AYOK Conroe, and 92.3 FM, K222CX Houston.
All right, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. I really enjoyed you guys. So as always, not this, definitely this. We'll talk to you tomorrow.